In the shadowed corridors of our minds, amidst the tempest of thoughts and emotions, lies a sanctuary few dare to tread. This sanctuary is our inner citadel, a bastion of strength and resilience against the storms of life. It is within this fortress that we find the essence of Stoic wisdom, guiding us towards tranquility amidst chaos. As disciples of the Stoic tradition, we are called upon to embrace the virtues of self-control and fortitude. We understand that true strength lies not in the outward display of power or emotion, but in the mastery of the self. With this in mind, let us delve into the depths of Stoic philosophy and uncover the 7 things that we should always keep private. Our goals and ambitions. In a world consumed by the clamor of competition and comparison, it is easy to succumb to the temptation of flaunting our aspirations for all to see. Yet, the Stoic sage understands the folly of such displays. Instead, we keep our goals and ambitions close to our hearts, nurturing them with quiet determination. As the ancient Stoic philosopher Epictetus once remarked, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." Our goals are sacred, and we guard them fiercely, knowing that their fulfillment lies not in the approval of others, but in our steadfast commitment to their pursuit. Our inner struggles. The path of the Stoic is not one of ease, but of endurance. We recognize that life is fraught with challenges and adversity, yet we face these trials with a quiet resolve. While the world may tempt us to wear our struggles as badges of honor, we understand that true strength is found in silent suffering. Seneca, the famed Stoic philosopher, once wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." By keeping our inner struggles private, we spare ourselves the burden of seeking validation from others, finding solace instead in the silent solidarity of our own resilience. Our virtuous deeds. In a society driven by the pursuit of acclaim and recognition, the Stoic sage finds fulfillment not in the applause of the crowd, but in the quiet satisfaction of virtuous action. We understand that true virtue lies not in the outward display of righteousness, but in the integrity of our intentions. As the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius observed, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." We perform acts of kindness and compassion not for the praise of others, but as expressions of our own moral integrity. In keeping our virtuous deeds private, we preserve their purity, allowing them to shine forth as beacons of light amidst the darkness of the world. Our relationships and affections. Love, like a flame, burns brightest in the shelter of privacy. The Stoic sage understands the sanctity of intimacy, guarding the bonds of friendship and affection with steadfast loyalty. We cherish the company of kindred spirits, sharing our deepest thoughts and emotions with those whom we trust. Yet we also recognize the importance of discretion, understanding that some truths are meant to be shared only in the quiet intimacy of the soul. As the Roman Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely counseled, "Be silent for the most part, or if you speak, say only what is necessary, and in a few words." In keeping our relationships and affections private, we honor the sacred trust bestowed upon us by those who share in our journey. Our wealth and possessions. In a world consumed by materialism and excess, the Stoic sage finds freedom not in the accumulation of wealth, but in the simplicity of self-sufficiency. We understand that true prosperity lies not in the abundance of possessions, but in the richness of contentment. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca admonished, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." We take pride not in the ostentatious display of our riches, but in the quiet dignity of our moderation. By keeping our wealth and possessions private, we free ourselves from the chains of greed and acquisitiveness, finding true abundance in the richness of our own inner resources. Our fears and anxieties. Fear is the shadow that haunts the human soul, yet the Stoic sage confronts it with unwavering courage. We understand that fear is not the enemy, but the catalyst for growth and transformation. By embracing our fears and anxieties in the privacy of our own minds, we rob them of their power over us. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus wrote, "There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will." We cultivate inner peace not by denying our fears, but by facing them head-on with Stoic resolve. In keeping our fears and anxieties private, we reclaim our sovereignty over our own minds, finding liberation in the midst of uncertainty. Our legacy and mortality. In the grand tapestry of existence, our lives are but fleeting threads woven into the fabric of eternity. The Stoic sage embraces the transience of life with serene acceptance, knowing that death is but the final act in the cosmic drama of existence. We understand that our legacy is not measured by the monuments we leave behind, but by the impact we make upon the hearts and minds of those we leave behind. As the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius reflected, "What we do now echoes in eternity." We live not for the promise of immortality, but for the enduring legacy of our own virtue. In keeping our legacy and mortality private, we confront the existential reality of our own impermanence, finding solace in the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy. In conclusion, the path of the Stoic is one of quiet strength and inner fortitude. By keeping these 7 things private, we cultivate the virtues of self-control and resilience, finding liberation amidst the chaos of the world. May we walk this path with courage and conviction, knowing that true freedom lies not in the pursuit of external validation, but in the quiet mastery of the self.